This is Jumbowokkels from the UKL clan. Today bringing you a live commentary of Shogun 2. So this is the vanilla version. Let's just add this. I like to go with a vanilla katana samurai core just because I do not appreciate people that win purely on the power of veterans in this game. But then again, this time I'm first a level 10 gold star. So he's gonna bring a lot of DLC most likely, and DLC units are pretty strong, and he's probably even gonna bring more veterans, if not a fully veteran army, so I'm gonna have to try and counter that with at least some degree of veterans. So I'm gonna put in my better veterans here. Always bring a unit of matchlocks versus a high level player, because they are likely to do the same. So my army here, pretty typical for me, I suppose, except for bringing a lot of veterans. I do not like veterans, as I said before. So here I'm kind of confused about what I want to say, but anyway, here the bow warrior monk, really there to just skirmish, and to prevent me from getting forced into a melee rush. Aside from I don't want to melee rush, because I think that's kind of dull. It ruins the game a little bit. Although from time to time it's fine. It's not cool to just melee rush every single time. So that's why I bring the archer. The matchlock is just because of the new DLC unit, the Terisho blah 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 unit, and it's like a matchlock unit with 8 armor, and it can go into god mode and just shoot up any cav that gets into a melee with it. So basically it's just gonna kick ass if you don't have a matchlock unit to suppress it. So I bring this matchlock warrior monk, no increased range, he's just there to buy me some time, maybe get some kills if the enemy rushes with a melee build. It's all fine, but it will just help me whatever is going on. So sometimes I split up my core, and sometimes I do not. This time I'm not quite sure whether I should. I kind of want the archery dojo, but then I do not have any Naginata samurais or something that high armor that's both good for versus cavalry or infantry, or something like Naginata attendants which are just a really cheap alternative to get the dojo. So I will simply refrain from getting that dojo. I will go for the most important dojo, the sword dojo. So looking at the retainers, actually he didn't play any negative retainers on me, which does surprise me, and it seems like I'm actually crashing. No, there is a lot of delay though, but I do not think that's me. Never have a lot of lag, so why should I have it this time? So back to the game, I actually got 2 legendary retainers on my avatar. Very good retainers, just allowing my avatar to fight like a true hero unit, which is nice. It's nice because they tend to snipe your general with cavalry if you're not careful, and if you slam a cavalry unit into a avatar that's in stand-and fight with like 38 melee attack, at that point your cavalry unit is gonna get killed so quickly it's not even funny. So I don't mind people attacking my general, except if it's with matchlocks or bows, but I suppose there's little you can do about that except for the some other sort of retainer that gives you like 13 armor, but if you have all of those retainers, then you might as well just go with a melee general. So I've tried to melee general with these retainers. It's good, but your army just gets so squishy on morale, and it really tends to break a lot more quickly, especially if you don't bring a lot of veterans like I tend to do. So for my enemy, he's actually bringing all of these Nodachi and some Naginata attendants, a lot of cav as well. So I just want to get right up in his face, do a lot of damage. Get into that katana samurai unit. That's very important here. and always get up to Jariwa versus units that charge you. That's very important as well. Take the flanks. Sometimes that's something that's good to do. This time I believe it is. So always try and keep one cav unit engaged. Yes, it might rout, but it's definitely worth keeping your enemy busy. So actually I will have a good volley on this matchlock unit here. Or I might not, because I shouldn't have moved it there, but I did. It's fine, it's fine. So the Nojachis are gonna charge me now. That's a little bit problematic. I'm gonna spear wall. I already did that, that's good. Let him charge my spear wall, get into stand and fight, try and take his flanks. That's very important. It looks pretty good for me, but you should always be careful with when dealing with Nodachis. And I made a big mistake here, not charging my cav in time, and here as well, just too rusty to really get everything under proper control. But I'm doing fine at this point. But he just brought a bunch of very good units and just slammed in here, and that really just hurt me a lot. You see my units already start to rout, and they do not stand a proper chance versus versus this massive melee block. But because I took the flank here, I actually am breaking one of his sides with the vanilla katana samurai, which really does help me. So I want to be careful to actually get the extra bonus on his morale, or the bonus against his morale rather, by having my matchlock shoot, but I do not want to shoot my own unit, so I want to look for an open gap, like here, especially this Jari hero, a very supreme target. I do appreciate him bringing a hero unit, by the way. That's just something that's almost nice to do to your enemy. I mean, it's just a unit that really pains you more than your enemy. And if you're a 10-star, yeah, I respect if you bring a couple of worse units just to make up for the unbalancedness of this game. So actually I won here. I'm kind of surprised by that. I mean, he played pretty well, but he just didn't spread out enough, and that's something I tend to see players screwing up on. I mean, he really was a quicker player than me this time. I just didn't charge my cav in time, a problem I face a lot lately. But I didn't charge my cav in time. He really got the better charge skill-wise, but I just got the better position. And that you really see how my inferior army really just messed his one up pretty badly just by taking the flanks and having one blob of units just demobilized, and then breaking the other flank. And you see how this starts a chain rout and really works into my advantage. So he's got a couple of units coming back from routing, and you see he actually got my general at some point, which I do not really have to care about, because he simply just would have taken like maybe 100 men to the death. So that extra unit that I kill is just worth losing my general. So it's also almost a he's mad. He's mad. Just be polite, Jumbo. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's just a little bit frustrated, but it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes that happens. So, yeah, what else do I have to explain? Where was I in general? So I'm just gonna show you the final results, and I think that should be it. Anything else to explain? Oh yeah, on my cav, this is something you might want to keep in mind. It's really good to have like 2 of your 4 cav units and upgrade them with speed. That actually is gonna allow them to give a lot of disruption and really bash in there, so that the other units can actually engage and then just do better on the charge. So you see that my cavalry here did pretty well, and here they did not, just simply because I did not fight him properly. So it seems like his bow warrior monks targeted my general. That would also result in a low kill count for them. Yes, they did. So they did indeed target my general. But if you bring a very veteran unit like the bow monks, it's almost a waste to use them on your enemy general, especially if it's leadership, because the units just have improved morale, so they're not really gonna break at any point until you are really close to victory. So something else to say? Yeah, my katana card just did fine. I forgot my war cry, but it didn't really matter. Just a good game to my opponent, and see you the next time.